Shweta, you can start. We are live now. Or else let's wait for.
So yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I think we can wait for 5 more minutes so that many people could join. So yeah, maybe we can start in 5 minutes from now. So yeah, maybe we can wait 1 2 more minutes and then we can start with the session.
Dharva, you can start, please.
Yeah, okay. So good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you for joining us in Sunday afternoon, and then that also when IPL match is going on. So yeah, it's great to have you guys here. So welcome to the PDM information seminar. So here basically we are going to give you some brief idea about masters in product design and management program, which is conducted by IIITH. So yeah, basically how we planned of this was recently we were receiving many queries on about PDM, like what actually product design and management program offered by PDM is, offered by IIIT is, what is their curriculum, and how to get into this program and all those things. So then we thought about why not do a live session where our students would only answer all the queries. So today we have with us Shambhavi, Purna, and Funny. So they are basically masters students of product design and management in second year. So they would be answering all your queries around product design and management. So what I've done is I have prepared a list of FAQs of questions which many people asked me and many people on LinkedIn. So I will be first asking these questions which are frequently asked to all these panelists. And once these questions are over, then I would be taking questions from the live chat. So if you have any questions, then do feel free to write it on the chat. It can be anywhere, Zoom chat as well as YouTube chat. I would take it from both. So yeah, so that was the purpose of the session. Then yeah, before starting with this, I would just like to give a brief introduction about what exactly Masters in Product Design and Management offered by IIITH is. So basically, if you are someone who wants to start their own startup, or if you want to go into the field of product management, or you are someone who wants to just know about how great products are built, then this program is, I would say, one of the best program for you if you fall in one of these buckets. So basically, what PDM offers is it has list of courses in various domains, ranging from technology, design, as well as business. So basically, you would get an overall idea about how a complete product is built from start to finish. So this is a brief intro about what product design and management program is. So yeah, so one thing which I really like about this program is, I would say, achievements of our students. Like it has been just 2 years since this program is live, but I would say, very proud when I say that our students are competing at national and international levels with top B schools in various PM and design challenges. And not only, I would say, not only they are participating, but they are also winning at that level. So I think that is something which really excites me about being in this program. And also another thing which excites me is obviously hands-on projects. Like we have lots of hands-on projects. So that gives us real exposure about how to go about building a product, pitching it to different investors and so on. So that is a brief about product design and management program. And just before we start Q&A, just I would like to give a brief intro about how you can get into this program. So basically, there are three channels via which you can get into this course. So first is basically the GATE channel. So obviously, if you have given the GATE exam, then you can apply to this course via your GATE score. Second is startup channel. So basically, if you are someone who has a startup idea in mind and you want to implement your startup idea, then you can apply to this program, and this program will help you basically build your startup idea. And third is if you are an industry professional, then and you want to get into product management or want to learn something about products, then you can apply via industry channel as well. So basically, all the panelists which we have here have come from different moods. Like Shambhavi is from Gate channel, Purna is coming from Startup channel, and Funny is coming from Industry channel. So I think everyone would be having varied experiences. So it would be great to know their thoughts on frequently asked questions. So yeah, this is a bit intro about PDM before we start the Q&A session. So yeah, now coming to the Q&A session. So I guess before we start with Q&A, it would be great if all the panelists could introduce themselves. Maybe Shambhavi, we can start with you first, then Purna, and then Fani.
Yeah, thank you, Athar. Hello, everyone. I'm Shambhavi Oja. I'm a second year student of MTech PDM course at IIIT Hyderabad. And I'm a 2018 graduate. I did my BTech in computer science and engineering, and I have 2+ years of working experience. Before coming back to academics, I have experience of working as an IoT developer with TCS Bangalore. And apart from being immensely interested in the field of technology and management, I have keen interest in content creation, writing, cooking, and dancing.
Great. Purna, would you go?
Thank you guys for introducing the PDM program to our viewers. Hello everyone, my name is Purna Chandra. I studied mechanical engineering and graduated in 2017. Despite studying engineering, I was always passionate about building innovative products. And I also like to be more creative and innovative and want to make an impact on the society. So that's when my interest in design and startups started, and I was working on a note-taking application called Notryon. And we wanted to develop that into a full-fledged startup. So halfway through it, I was fortunate to have joined the PDM program. And otherwise, I'm a published author poet. I've published a book titled Earthly Realm, which is a collection of poems. And I'm also a hyper polyglot, and I speak 8 languages fluently, 4 Indian languages and 4 foreign languages. Yeah, that's about me.
Oh, that's a great intro. So
Thank you.
Fanny, would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Funny Karnati. I have a total of 16 plus years of experience, and out of which 8 plus I'm into data science, data analytics, and AI and ML. I did my engineering in electrical and electronics engineering from JNTUH, and I also have a master's from United States University of Louisville, and another master's from IIIT Bangalore, and a university from UK too. Now I'm into this course because I have a couple of product ideas which I would like to implement, but I feel there is some little bit of more education that I need to do before I really get into those implementation of those products. So that is the reason why I'm into this course for now.
I think that's great. I think folks here would have realized just by looking at your intro how varied this batch of PDM is. So just for the info, in our PDM batch, we have students ranging from freshers to around more than 15 years of experience. So that how diverse is our batch. So yeah, now coming to my first question. I think this is the question which I often get asked a lot, and that is like, why do you choose a PDM? Like there are many courses out there which allows you to do MBA. Then why did you decide to go ahead with product design and management? So yeah, Shambhavi, maybe we can start with you.
Yeah. So as I told earlier, I come from a very core technical background where I work extensively as a developer. So I belong to that post where I was told exactly what I need to do, what exactly implementation I have to do, what the architecture is like. So I was more from the implementation side. But then I always wondered about the thought process and how the feature set of the product is decided, how the unmet needs of the users are tapped into. So I was always curious about that side of any product. And that is when I stumbled upon this course and I read about it on the website. I strongly felt connected to the philosophy of the course. And then it was then that I decided to apply for this.
Great. Purna, what are your thoughts on the same?
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I've always wanted to build some product on my own. And looking at these unicorns and all the well-doing startups, I wanted to learn from the experts themselves. So I enrolled in a UI and UX design course before, but then I still wanted to get more experience in terms of integrating business, management, technology, and design. And I felt that's where product design and management course offered by IIIT fit all my needs. And yeah, that's why I was able to join this program. Yeah.
Great. Funny, why did you decide to join PDM after so much years of experience?
Oh yeah. So actually, I run a company. Like we are mostly into services, but I have a good product ideas though. But idea itself is not a product, right? There is a lot of pre-product processing and product development. There should be a post-product processing also, right? Which is not that easy. Okay, building a product as a whole. There should be a lot of education that is needed. So I felt a gap in my knowledge of building an end-to-end product. Like when we work with a company, like we take many other things for granted, but when we really start a product from the scratch, there are many things that we have to do on our own, right? And that education is what I feel that this course is exactly providing. And I did my research and got into this course, and this is exactly aligned to my thoughts so far.
I think that's great. Then I would go to the second question, which is, I would say my DM is filled with that message. And that is, I would say, since this PDM is relatively new course, so no one is aware about what exactly the experience of students is. So I would like to know everyone's views on how your experience in Triple IT has been. It may be in terms of curriculums, campus life, hostels, anything. So yeah, Shambhavi.
Yeah. My experience has been enriching so far. So this course, it teaches us courses from all the three domains which go into making any product, which is technology, the business aspect, and the design aspect, or you can say the user centricity as the core. Hence, the curriculum is in such a way that it gives us an all-round knowledge and exposure about the same. And the curriculum is very extensive with respect to the assignments and projects that we have, which enables us not only to gain theoretical knowledge, but to also apply it practically and bring products to life or ideas to life. And apart from that, as Atharv already mentioned, that we have people coming from varied backgrounds and having experiences as varied as right from 1 or 2 years of experience to 25 years plus of experience. So I think the USP of the course is the peer learning environment that we get here. And apart from that, I think the professors are also very helpful, very approachable, and like always there to listen to or discuss any ideas or issues that we might have. So that is about the curriculum side of it. Moreover, the exposure that we get here in terms of the seminar sessions that are conducted weekly, in which people who are currently working as product managers or designers or who are entrepreneurs, they come in and they share their ideas, what the market need is, what is going on there. So that also gives a different kind of exposure, which is like very, very practical, which is not really something that you get every day. So all in all, I think the ecosystem is extremely conducive for learning and growing. And apart from that, we students have also been participating and winning in many national and international competitions, wherein we compete with people from design schools and top business schools. So it further enriches our experience and make us capable of standing at international and national forum. So this is where we get the exposure in terms of working on real life problems. And apart from that, apart from the competitions and hackathons also, the assignments and projects are designed in such a way that pushes us to indulge in critical and innovative thinking and come up with out of the box ideas and solutions. And apart from that, if it comes to campus life, I feel the campus is full of people with whom you can always have a talk and you can always have a chat, and you get to learn a lot. You get to learn something new. Every conversation is a discussion or discovery in its own. And to add to it, various clubs and events that keep happening throughout the year, they keep you engaged and enriched.
I think that's great. I agree with all the points which you said. So yeah, Purna, how has been your experience?
Well, my experience has been very enriching, just like others here. Uh, I would like to emphasize on the diversity of this campus, especially when you choose an elective. You get to have batchmates from different branches. I remember personally, I took an elective, and my batchmates were mostly undergraduate students, and there were also researchers doing their PhD, and also people studying MTech in other domains here. So that gave me a lot of exposure. And secondly, talking about clubs and events on campus, we have about 20 plus clubs, like the photography club, the dance club. And I personally was a part of the language club because of my interest in learning languages. And it's been a great experience because you have to host events, discuss and brainstorm ideas that can engage students, and decide what budget the club can have. So when we talk about the budget, every club is given some budget by the campus. So that's how Triple ITH is encouraging students to pursue the non-academic endeavors as well. So, and also coming to my favorite part, food. The campus has around 4 messes, which serves a mix of North Indian food, South Indian food, and people who are more health conscious. There is also Sattvic food, and people who consume who like to eat meat. There is also a mess serving nice chicken biryani, it seems. I heard from my friends. So yeah, it's been a great journey so far.
Yeah, great. Funny, what is your opinion on this?
Uh, Purna and Shambhavi are lucky enough to live in campus. As I'm from industry, I don't live in campus. I have a few other priorities to take care. But a few things that I would like to add here is as Purna and Shambhavi were telling, like we have people from very diverse background in every batch, direct from Apple to country head of ACS, and there are many other people, right? Like who runs their startup, who runs their various businesses, family businesses, etc. So every day, when we meet, we exchange the ideas, we brainstorm their ideas, and I listen to their ideas, and I challenge their ideas, why they work, why they don't work, and I share my ideas. They challenge me as a group, why they work and why they don't work. And that really keeps me on my toes, just not thinking like my idea is great. So it improves my thinking in a different ways, different directions. So, that is really helping me in maturing my product well before I start working on it, right? And different ideas that are coming up. Why don't you add this feature? And these all things are it's a day-to-day activity that is more exciting for me, and I'm very happy so far with all these things.
Cool. So, Shambhavi, as you mentioned, I would like to ask one follow-up questions. You said that you have participated in a lot of PM competitions and design challenges. So, can you just walk us through one of your, I would say, design challenges which you have been part of? Because
Yeah.
I have been seeing you participate with so much enthusiasm. So, I would also like to know more about that.
Yeah, sure, Atal. So I'll elaborate on one such competition that I am part of. So me along with 5 other batchmates, we participated in the Student Service Design Challenge. And it is a global challenge, global competition. And we qualified as world's top 20 entries out of some odd 100 teams. So this is a competition that happens yearly with a central theme. And this year's theme was well-being, wherein the expectation was to improve well-being in our local context. And if I talk about the reward, then the winning team gets prize money as well as a 10-week support program wherein we can implement and prototype our solution that we submit as a part of this challenge at Barcelona, Spain. So I am extremely proud and happy to share that we are in that race to winning this competition, and we are currently in the round 4, wherein we are going to pitch our solution to the panel of jury, and hopefully we'll win this competition and get to go to Barcelona.
Yeah, I think that's great. We would be looking forward to it. Yeah, Purna, one thing I would like to ask you as well. One thing which you mentioned is you were part of many clubs, one clubs, I think, and you had even organized events. So can you walk us through one event that you organized and what you learned from it, and how is it linked to PDM, if any, it is linked to?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for that question, Atharva. Events on campus range from movie screenings that we host, quizzes, treasure hunts, and anything that rewards students and engages them despite their academic rigor, right? People here, I see them working so hard on their projects. One event which I really liked was we initiated a group called Sanskrit Conversation Group, wherein we were promoting the use of Sanskrit. And we have a lot of passionate learners, and the college authorities were very kind enough to allow us to start our own initiatives. And this is very important because you have the liberty to create something on your own, right? And as a product manager, this skill can help us in coming up with new and innovative things in the future. So this is one event, that's a recurring event, I would say, the Sanskrit conversation group. But otherwise, we also hosted events for the freshers during Halloween. There was a treasure hunt, and we gave them a lot of chocolates. And yeah, there are also dance competitions. We have skits and a lot of other things, that can just, help you relax and enjoy the campus life.
Yeah, I think looks interesting. I have not been part of clubs, but yeah, it sounds interesting. I think let's move to next question. I think this is the question which I get often asked a lot. And I think, Fani, you would be the right person to answer that because you have 15 plus years of experience. So, like, there have been many people are asking, like, uh, whenever there is a new program, then it should be linked to the market needs. So, since you have experience in, do you think this program is aligned with what market needs? And if yes, then why do you think so?
It's a good question, actually. I think this course, whole course, is perfectly aligned to the market needs. When I was looking for a good product development course, I was scouting for that one, and I found this course on the LinkedIn, and I had did my research about the course curriculum and what all things and who are the professors and all, and I found it really good. And to add to those points, right? You might see that many startups are very successful, right?
Mhm.
So that is a positive side of it. But you know that many startups fail to, despite they have a good product. Okay. And the product is just 25%. It's not all about product, as I was telling before. It's about marketing your product. So you might be technically strong, but if you don't know how to market your product, that's a big problem, right? And the other important things is maintaining the financials of your company, right? So that is very, very important, basically, for every company. And another important thing is how to scale up your product and sustain at certain level, again, scale back up. Okay. So which is like organizational operations. Okay. So these are not easy. When you work for an organization, there are many departments that are taken for granted. But when you run your own organization, these things are very challenging. Like, you can't take anything for granted. You understand what I'm saying, right? So that is where this course curriculum is exactly blended to give you an idea. It's not that I'm saying that this will make you superstars in 2 years, but you'll get an idea of what is your balance sheets, what is your how to run your accounting. Okay, what are the different financial things? Okay, profit loss statements, and what is an organization operations, how a leader should be. Okay, and how to market your product, right? So these are all things like you may hire a people as a CEO of a company, but it's not that you can't leave them everything to them, right? So you should know what they are talking about when you listen to them, right? So those are all the things that this courses curriculum is perfectly blended with, and it definitely help for an entrepreneur when he or she wants to start their own company and build it to a size.
Yeah, I truly agree with that. And also, I
Hope
feel even
this
if,
answers your question.
yeah.
Okay.
And also, I think not only entrepreneurs, if you are working as a product managers as well, this high level idea about how things work, then it would be useful there as well.
Yeah.
So,
Right. So I'm talking about extreme end where you are
yeah,
running an entrepreneur. So definitely the product
yeah.
management is
So it's
one of the
like
part.
anything about products, then it would be useful. So I also feel the same. Yeah, I think next question is basically, I would say, inclined more towards me because since you guys are in the second year, I'm in the first year. So I would also like to know what projects you guys are doing and all those things. So this question I've added from my side. Like, I would like to know more about what kind of projects are there. I would say final year project would be better. What kind of final year project would be expected from you guys if there is any? So I would like to know your thoughts on the same. So yeah, Shambhavi, maybe you can go
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, sure. So, as the curriculum is designed in that way that for the first year we have courses, and the second year, along with lesser number of courses, we have to do 1 year long MTech project, which is more inclined towards a kind of startup making kind of a thing. So right from the first year, the courses that we do different types of projects, and everywhere an original idea is encouraged. People are encouraged to come up and work with original idea. But if I talk that in solid way, the ideation of this project starts from the second semester when we enroll for a course named Technology, Product and Entrepreneurship. So this is an extensive course wherein we learn the basics and the concepts of how do we come up with multiple ideas, how do we do market research, how do we validate our idea, pitch it to the faculties and external judges and mentors that come in as part of this course. And if the idea is validated, then it gets carried on as a full year project. And this MTech project is compulsory in order to complete the degree. So if I talk about myself, I am doing it along with another batchmate called Anuj. And we are working on a project that works on the intersection of music along with the deep tech like AI and ML. So that is what my project is about.
Sounds interesting. So yeah, Purna, can you just give a brief idea about your project, which you are planning to do?
Yeah, sure. So, having learned all the courses through all the semesters till now, now is the time to implement all the knowledge gained to get a hands-on experience. So I'm working on a project that is note-taking in the field of research and academia. I want to understand how researchers document their notes, how they collect citations, and how they understand their research in general. So that is, making me get into the field, try to understand them in real time, interview them. I've interviewed so many people till now, and it's so amazing to know how passionate they are towards research, towards discovering something new that can help the world become a better place, right? So yeah, that's my final year project, and so far it's going great. If you remember, I joined the program via startup channel when I was working on my note-taking app. So this is where I wanted to pivot to. I had to narrow down to research and academia specifically, and the mentorship also is really nice. I'm being assisted by a professor from the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship on campus. So yeah, and in the end, we are expected to deliver a fully working design prototype or an actual product, the MVP, the minimum viable product. And yeah, that's
yeah, I think ideas sounds interesting because I have been in the process of writing research papers. So I know there are lots of problems when it comes to writing down research, and in all that process, lots of problems are there. So yeah, it looks interesting. Fani,
Thank
would you
you.
like to give a brief about your project idea?
Yeah, sure. Purna and Shambhavi are little aggressive in their course, but I'm little slow. Though I'm in a second year, that is also an important point. Probably participants would like to know, right? Like you don't need to. You can go slow on the course. That is where I'm doing. So I'm little advanced to you people, but little slower than the second year people, right? So I haven't got into a stage where I have to implement a product, but as I was telling, right, I have a couple of product ideas. I lived in US for roughly about 12 years and moved back to India. When I was in US, I saw a problem of anyone who want to purchase a real estate property in India. They're either being sold a wrong property, or they are either being cheated on properties, right? So I want to develop a complete ecosystem where I want to see a non-fraudulent transaction. Any person sitting anywhere in the world want to buy a property in India. It should be seamless and a genuine property. buy, right? That is an idea, right from the showing of the property in the virtual world and completing his transaction so that his whole family can sit and watch the property, and they can opt the property what they like and they can buy. So that is a little complex project. I made some headway on that one. But as I told you, like first I had to complete. I still have 12 credits to complete. Once I am done with that one, then I probably have to focus more on that project. But it is going slow as of now. Yes.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting point to address to our audience. Is like there is lots of flexibility in our course. So if you want to complete in 2 years, you can complete it. But if you are industry professional and you cannot manage your work with, I would say, uh, academics, then maybe you can go a bit slow on it. So yeah, that's an important point. Thanks for pointing that out. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
I think last question. I think this is my last question, and I think Shambhavi, you can take up this question. Is like many people would like to basically enroll for this program. Then just can you give them an overview about what process would be there if they want to apply for this course?
Yeah, sure. So there are basically three modes of admission that Athar already discussed about. The first one is the gate or seat channel. The second is industry professional, and the third one is the startup channel. So the process more or less is the same. We first apply through the website. We have to upload the resume, cover letter, and suppose you're applying through the gate or seat channel, you have to upload the scorecard. So that kind of common application process is there. And then if you're shortlisted for interview, then interview happens wherein you're supposed to talk about your experiences and whatever you've put in your resume and all. And apart from that, case studies are given and they're discussed. This was what was followed for our batch and the next batch. But since this year, we also have another channel that is added, that is through the PG exam, which is postgraduate entrance exam. So the whole process that you can find on the website, and as in when the process goes ahead, then the instructions will be told to the applicants this year.
Yeah, cool. I think I had forgotten that point. Like this year, admissions are through PGWE as well. So yeah, you can apply by that channel as well if you are interested for this course. So yeah, I think I'm done with my questions. So if anyone has any doubts, questions, anything, you can ask it in the chat or even you can raise hands. I will just accept your invite. I am also looking at the YouTube channel, by the way. So you can type there as well. I think Agam has raised his hand. I will just allow him to talk. Hello, Agam. Do you have any questions? Hello. I guess he's not there. Maybe I can pick someone else.
Seems like he's on mute.
Hi, Shisha. You can ask your question if you have any.
Yeah, hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for all the information to everyone. And yeah, so basically, back in February, I have applied to this course for through Startup Channel because I had no idea that okay, what is going to be the timeline. So basically, first of all, I want to know if that will be counted or not. Like that was, I am completed with my application, and yeah, so I was a bit confused between industry channel and the startup channel because currently I'm also a professional who is trying to build a startup, own startup side by side. So as the industry one, I did not have a lot of clarity on that. Like, does it go through our management approval or how does it streamline? So I applied through the startup channel. So yeah, these
Yeah.
were my
I think maybe funny you can take up this question like what is the difference between industry and startup channel, and do you need anything if you want to apply via industry channel?
I don't think there will be a big difference between industry and the startup channel. Startup is like if you want a startup, that would be a startup channel. Industry is something like probably you just need to take a permission that just in case you want to come for a class because it's a in-person sessions, right? Just you want to come for a class, like they don't have any objections, these kind of things. You just have to let them know. That's it. Other than that one, everything should be normal, unless until they sponsor your masters. Probably there should be little change. Usha can add a little bit more insight on that one. But if there is no sponsorship from the industry, it is like a normal thing only. They just have to take the permission from them that there won't be any objection to come out of work at certain times.
So does this answer your question, or you have any more questions on this?
Yeah, thanks, Funny. So
Thank
that
you.
is what I wanted to know. Like, how does the sponsorship go? Like, what is the process for it? Because there's not much on the website. So maybe if you can give some details on it.
Sponsorship details, how it works basically is like you have to first check with your company, like whether they sponsor anything for the masters, like as part of the continuous education program, some companies pay for your education, right?
Yeah.
So if the company allows, then if the IIIT is the listed organization, of course, I'm very sure it will be IIIT Hyderabad, the listed organization. They will directly pay certain part of your fees.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
I think there are a few more questions in the chat. So first, I think Mahima is asking, what is the cutoff when you apply via Gate channel? So I think Shambhavi, you might be having a better idea of it.
Yeah, so the basic requirement is that you need to be GATE qualified, but the cutoff till where they have shortlisted, that is never revealed. So we can't really comment on that because that is a secret with the management only. We don't know that.
Okay. And another couple of questions are about placements. Like they are asking about placements. Like one specific question is this course exclusively for placements or creating your own startups? So maybe Shambhavi, do you want to answer this?
Yeah, sure. So firstly, I'll answer on the placement side of it. So as you know that this is the first batch and we are in third semester. Our third semester is getting over in another 15 days. So the placement for us, like there is no placement data as of now for this course since it's the first batch. And we are the first batch who will be sitting for placements. So in the placement season that starts from November, we'll be sitting. So the placement data will only be available from then. But our students have been doing internships. I myself have done internships in the industry, and product management as a whole is a very emerging domain, I would say, in the industry. So exact placement data is not there, but for sure there are ample amount of opportunities in the industry for this right now. And coming to the question that is this course extensively for building our own startups or is it also for product management? So both the ways out of this course is open for the students. If they have some ideas, if they're coming from startup channel or during the course of their association with this program, if they get some idea and they want to go ahead with it, build a startup out of it, they are totally free to do that. And if you want to get into the product design and management domain and get placed and work on different positions, I would say, related to this course, like interaction designers, UX designers, product managers, then that is also an option that is open because the exposure is for both kind of way outs.
I would like to add to Shambhavi's points. Thank you, Shambhavi, for bringing this. The college has a lot of good networking around. It is also, we recently had the minister of the ruling party come and talk to our students, Mr. K.T. Ramarao. We have good connections with a lot of companies considering the kind of placements the UG guys are getting, UG and PG guys are getting. So we are optimistic that our placements will be good this time.
Yeah, great. I think one more question is there in the chat. So what kind of roles you could expect during the placements? So I think Shambhavi.
Yeah. So since the placement season is not started, but the expected roles are that of product designers, product managers, interaction designers, UX designers. So these are some of the roles that for that particular skill set, people are getting prepared via this course. So exact roles that will be only available after once the placement drive is over for the first batch. So yeah, that's it.
I think we are done with questions. So if anyone is having any questions, then you can put it in the chat or even on YouTube live chat. Otherwise, we can close the session off. Someone is asking, how are you in the first year? So I think I am in the first year. It's like I am at the end of my first year. It's like my second semester is will now just end. So I would go to second year now by the end of this semester. So currently I'm in first year, but yeah, I would be in the second year by next semester.
Yeah, so I would like to add to that currently we have 2 batches which are running parallelly, and there is a 6-month difference between the both. So one batch started in January 2022, and the other batch it started in July 2022. So that is why the concept of first year and second year comes.
So yeah, basically we would be setting for placements together, but yeah. So currently I'm in first year, would be in second year by the start of next. I think there are no questions in the chat. So I think we can close the session out. So yeah, thank you guys for attending this session. Hopefully you might have got a better idea about what product design and management masters is all about, which is provided by IIIT Edge. So yeah, if you have any questions, then you can anytime visit IIIT website, pdm.iiit.ec.in. There you can find almost answer to all the questions, and you can reach out to anyone, faculties, or even us. We would be happy to answer if you have any. So I think Shrikant sir, we can end the meeting.